Welcome to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Hey y'all, what I'm going to talk about today is a redistricting bill in Virginia. I just voted myself, as you can see, and I'm proud of that. But anyway, you know, uh, Governor Abbott, Mr. Hot Wheels himself in Texas, he started this shit, you know, by gerrymandering 5 seats for Republicans to win to try to keep Donald Trump in power. But anyway, that shit done backfired on them. So California was the first to come on board, and they said, "Oh, you gonna play this game? Okay, we're gonna do it too." But the difference is, in Texas, their legislators, they hold the Senate and the House in their state is all Republican, mostly Republican. So instead of them letting the people choose their voters, they chose their voters instead of letting the people choose who they wanted to vote for. So they doing a whole bunch of gerrymandering. So, and they able for us to counter this, California put a referendum in to redistrict 5 seats, and the people voted on it, and the answer was yes. So now it comes to the state of Virginia, where I'm at. The same thing happened. And I think we're going to be victorious tonight. The last day of early voting was this past Saturday. Today is the final day that you can vote. And I voted today. And let me tell you, I've seen a lot of people out, a lot of black people out. You know, the only way to deal with a bully, right, which the Republican Party, they're a bunch of bullies and cowards. The only way to deal with people like that, if a bully hits you in the mouth, you got to exert that same force back on them. That's the only way they'll understand that. But Republicans, they actually think that people are fucking stupid. They really think people are stupid and don't really know what's going on with that bill. And I can assure you of this. A lot of Republicans, they're going to vote yes for redistricting, just like I did. But look, let me let you hear something so I make sure you understand what I'm talking about, and what I'm going to have my computer read to you will give it clarity. So here we go.
A yes vote supports allowing the General Assembly to redraw congressional districts between January 1, 2025, and October 31, 2030, if another state redraws its districts for reasons other than completing decennial redistricting or complying with a court order. If the amendment is approved, House Bill 29 would take effect and implement a new congressional district map that shifts 4 Republican-held districts to be more Democratic, based on the 2025 gubernatorial election results. The constitutional amendment would provide that the Virginia Redistricting Commission will redraw congressional districts in 2031.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that you probably don't know. The United States Congress actually had a bill on the table that Democrats drafted to disband gerrymandering in all 50 states. But guess what happened? All the Republicans voted against it. They don't believe in the fairness doctrine. So we're going to have to start dealing with them the same way they deal with us. We're going to have to, everything that they do that's hurtful for the masses, we have to counteract that. If you hit me in the mouth, I'm going to hit you in the mouth. It's that simple. That's the simplest way that I can explain it. But I think we're going to win, and we will know by the time I go to bed tonight. Thanks for listening to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Peace, love, and give someone a hug. Thank you.